Hi, and welcome to another episode of Boulder Lab. Today, we're going to talk about hooking heels and why it's important to learn this technique for your bouldering progression. Are we ready, Marek?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's get to it. So, when people talk about heel hooking, they talk a lot about engaging various parts of your body, about engaging your knee and your glutes and your thigh. But what exactly does that mean, and why does it come in handy? Let's take, for example, this boulder here. So, when does it come in handy, and why does it come in handy? Here, I would very much like to get to the top. Let me try and do this now. Oh. This has turned out to be quite a powerful move. But what if I had my hands higher? Oh, maybe I can try it from here. Still very powerful. I'm pulling a lot from my arms. And this is when the heel hook comes in handy. Because what I do here is I'll hook my heel and watch. I'll engage first my toes, which go down. Then I engage my knee. Then I engage my thumb, my glutes. Look how near the top I am. That's it. Turned out to be quite easy. Versus, I don't know how to heel hook. I'm not sure I want to engage anything. And it's gone. So what does this whole engaging thing exactly mean? Well, first you engage your toes. So you bring them down. Then you engage your knee. So you bring your knee over your toes and closer to the wall. And what happens as a result is you engage your glutes and your thigh, and it's done. That was the how to heel hook. And now for the why. Because if we're honest with ourselves, the green boulder just behind me has enormous, huge jugs. And really, you could just maybe place that right foot high and go straight for the dynamic move. But then, you've been bouldering for a little bit, and I would like you to have perfected your heel hooks on such big and easy holds. But then you get to slightly more difficult heel hooks. And this is where comes the why. Because, let me have a look. It's my start hold. Can you see the foothold there? Yep. And this is my first hand hold. I would guess this is a foothold for later on. So I'm going right from here up to this one, from this sloper to this sloper. And it looks like I want to heel hook here, but I haven't practiced my heel hooks. In fact, I don't really know what engaging anything means, and I'm a lazy boulderer. I'm quite strong, top strong. Okay, let's try it. Okay, let's try again. And now watch, I've just heel hooked anyway, tried to pull up. Before I've managed to do anything, I've fallen off. Versus, see the difference. My toes go down, I engage my knee, whoop, thigh right next to the wall. I'm really stable here, and I've made the next move. Okay, I'll do that one more time. Okay, so toes go down, knee gets engaged, thighs next to the wall. I'm really stable here. Yeah, made the next move. I've really even progressed beyond my heel hook. Toes, knee, hip, stabilize. Toes, knee, hip, versus none of that. So what happens is, when you approach a slightly more difficult boulder, which you can see start on not a very good sloper to not a very good sloper for something that could be a crimp, but don't bank that it's a really good crimp, then doing the heel hook properly makes this move a lot less powerful and really stabilizes you to figure out how exactly you should hold this next sloper and move on to the next hold. If you destabilize your foot and you don't use any of the tricks of the trade with your toes and your knee and your thigh, etc., then this move becomes indeed a very powerful move. And as we know, the whole point of this bouldering game is to make the moves as simple as possible. Thank you very much for watching our episode. I hope you found it informative. If you have any comments or anything you would like to see us tackle, then please leave that below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I guess we'll see you next time.
See
Bye.
you next time. Bye.